hopper does whenever we're in the car. Little girl's slow. One of the beautiful things about working on an old vehicle like this is you don't need a whole lot of tools. My fuel line and the bolts for my gas tank are all the same. So all I'm going to have to do here is just take these couple bolts out, unhook the fuel line, and we'll be good to go. All right, so we got our tank out, and first thing I'm gonna do is empty this gas. And I'm speaking as loud as I can. It's one of the windy days down here in Georgia again. And this gas is not the best looking in the world, so it probably needed to be dumped out anyway. All right. Now, it looks like I thought it would be rusted through, but it's not rusted through. You can see where it's kinked a little bit right here. Hopper decided he's gonna help. And the rest of the tank looks like it's in really good shape. And I think where it kinked, well, my theory is these ridges right here, I think maybe the seat, because it's a newer seat, pushed up against that too hard and caused it to kink up. Not really sure, but I got a plan here. First we're gonna get this old gas up and out of the way until I find something to do with it, so no animals get in it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take and fill this tank up with water, because obviously I can't weld it with gas fumes in it. So we're going to fill this tank up with water. I'm going to flip it up and weld up those 3 little holes. All right, so for any of you that ever might have been curious, some weird reason, what made how an old fuel tank worked, the gauge, all it is just a float, fill it up with gas, this goes up, the float goes up, kind of like your toilet bowl, and it just sends an electrical signal and tells the gauge how far it goes. Now, believe it or not, this one looks like all the connections are still in decent shape, and it was kind of working. So with any luck, we'll put it back in. We might, with it being out, we might clean it up and sand a little bit so it'll, you know, go up and down. We'll put it in some water and make sure now it's loosening up a little bit. So it should work again. All right. Right now I'm filling it up with water, and that's going to let me make sure that those are the only leaks that I have in the tank. Make sure there's not any other hidden surprises. Plus, by filling it up with water, we will be able to safely purge all the gas fumes out of the tank so that I can actually weld it without blowing myself up, which today would be a good day not to blow up. So we still got two little leaks. These other leaks are good. We still got two little leaks right here. So we'll turn off the water, dump it out, and fix those, and then we'll be good to put it back in. All right, we got it where it's not leaking now. So now we're just going to drain it, blow it out, and let it set for a little while and dry while we finish doing some other stuff that needs to be done before you get the truck on the road. All right, you know, one of the things I wanted to try and get fixed was this sending unit here. So what I'm going to do is I only have one set of hands. I'm going to, now that it's moving, I'm going to put this, I'm going to hold it up here so it's getting a good ground, and I'm going to move the float up and down, and we're going to see if the gauge registers what we are doing. So you can see right there is the fuel tank gauge. I think it was just stuck. So right now it's all the way down, and I just picked it all the way up. So now it would be like I'm putting gas in it. It's going up to full. And then if I move it like back down, yeah, looks like it's working. Good deal. All right, and last thing I'm gonna do while the gas tank is drying anyway is we're going to try and get, we're gonna put the grill in it and go ahead and get the headlights in it, just in case we end up getting stuck out. So shouldn't be too big of a deal. Everything's in here. I just gotta put it in and plug it all up and get it done. So I ran out of bolts. I know I've got plenty, but I want to put new ones in here. I got just the grill in. We'll put the rest of it in maybe later this evening. Right now I'm going to go ahead and get the gas tank in it so we can make our little journey over to the old Byrd farm. But first I'm going to get some of this stuff out of the back so that I can pick up some goat animal food. All right, so fuel tank back in it, fuel line's hooked up, sending unit hooked up, filler tank hooked up, and now we are going to put a little gas in it. Got a couple more things out and see if she will crank up, check all the fluids, and go to the Byrd farm. Moment of truth here. just like a kitten. I mean, a slightly messed up kitten, but some kind of kitten. Alrighty guys, well here we go. The first of what I'm sure will be many trips this old 66 will make from the homestead to the old Byrd farm. And it might be the first of many trips that it doesn't make it. Who knows? All right, well, surprisingly enough, the old girl actually made it. So she will go 8 miles. Not fast, but she'll go 8 miles. Now the trick's gonna be, will it go 8 miles back after getting a couple bags of food, animal feed? That is the $100 question. We'll see. Right here, Robert's got some company over here, and so we're going to hang out for a minute and then go make some dinner, I think, and get ready for Mother's Day tomorrow. Well, we're at Cooper's. We're at Cooper's, and the old truck is doing what it's supposed to. Being an old farm truck, getting some hay. Got the old farm dog and the old farm truck. Now let's get back. Well, first trip in the old 66. Not bad. It started smoothing out after it ran for a little while. We got some hay and animal food, and now I'm really looking forward to getting started on it. A little bit of a spoiler alert maybe, with all these crazy vehicles I have around here. Kind of my plans after I get back from my walk is starting a channel on fixing some of these old cars, working on them, tinkering on them. I do it anyway, so might as well make a channel and kind of show people a little bit of fixing up some old cars. So working on some names, but I think it's going to be Off Idle Garage, and hopefully about a couple months videos will start rolling out on that, so stay tuned. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. Make sure like, subscribe, and share. And this just concludes Aaron's lazy day off. But it was fun. I needed just something I enjoyed doing and relaxing. So alrighty guys, we'll see y'all next time.